What if distance didn't break love, but actually made it stronger? Turkish dramas have this beautiful way of showing that real love isn't just about being together all the time. It's about staying connected even when everything tries to pull you apart. Whether it's long distances, emotional gaps, or life circumstances, these stories prove that true love finds a way to survive. And honestly, sometimes, it even grows stronger because of the distance. The longing, the waiting, the missed moments, it all makes their connection feel deeper and more real. These aren't just love stories, these are stories about patience, trust, and emotional strength. So in this list, we're diving into the top Turkish romantic series where distance doesn't end love, it makes it unforgettable. On number 10 we have Elimi Bırakma. Honestly, this drama is a perfect example of how distance isn't always physical, sometimes it's emotional. The story follows two people who clearly have feelings for each other, but life just keeps pulling them in different directions. There are moments where they're so close, yet it feels like they're miles apart. Misunderstandings, responsibilities, and personal struggles create that distance between them, and that's what makes their love feel real. What I really like is how their connection never fully breaks, no matter how far they drift. It's like there's always something pulling them back together, and over time, that distance actually makes their bond stronger. It's emotional, frustrating at times, but also very beautiful. From the first episode, you can feel that this is not going to be an easy love story, but definitely a meaningful one. On number 9 we have Gadar. This one hits differently because the distance here is not just emotional, it's also about the life choices the characters make. The male lead is dealing with a very intense world, and because of that, he keeps pushing love away. You can clearly see the connection between the couple, but circumstances don't allow them to be together easily. And honestly, that's what makes it so engaging. You keep waiting for them to finally choose each other. Their love feels strong, but also complicated. There's pain, sacrifice, and a constant struggle between heart and reality. And the best part? Even when they're apart, you can feel that emotional connection is still there. It never fades. That's what makes this story so powerful and addictive. On number 8 we have Erkan C. Kuss. Now this one is a bit lighter, but don't let that fool you. The emotional distance in this story is very real. At first, everything feels fun and romantic, but as the story progresses, things get complicated. There are misunderstandings, secrets, and moments where the characters just can't seem to be on the same page, and that creates this emotional gap between them. What makes it special is how their love survives all of that. Even when they're apart, you can feel how much they still care about each other. It's cute, emotional, and honestly very addictive. You start watching for the romance, but you stay for the emotional journey. On number 7 we have Bahar. This drama is more mature and realistic when it comes to love and distance. It shows how relationships can slowly drift apart because of life, responsibilities, and personal growth. The couple here isn't separated by just one big event, it's a series of small things that create distance over time. And that's what makes it so relatable. You can see how they still care about each other, but things aren't the same anymore. And that emotional gap becomes the main focus of the story. What makes it powerful is how love doesn't completely disappear. It changes, evolves, and sometimes finds its way back. It's deep, emotional, and very real. Definitely a story that makes you think about relationships differently. On number 6 we have Kurt Sayit ve Sura. This one is honestly one of the most intense examples of love tested by distance. Set in a historical backdrop, the couple faces physical separation, war, and life-changing circumstances. They don't choose to be apart, life forces them into it, and that's what makes their love so emotional. Even when they're miles away from each other, their connection stays strong. You can feel the longing, the pain, and the hope in every scene. Their love story is not easy at all. It's full of sacrifice and heartbreak, but at the same time, it shows how powerful love can be when it survives everything. From the very beginning, it pulls you into a dramatic and unforgettable journey. On number 5 we have Firefly. This one is honestly such a unique love story because the distance here isn't just emotional, it's about two completely different lifestyles. The characters live in totally separate worlds, and because of that, staying together isn't easy at all. At first, their connection feels light and unexpected, but slowly, real feelings start to grow. And that's where things get complicated. Life keeps pulling them apart, even when they clearly want to be together. What makes this story special is how they never fully let go of each other. Even when they're separated, you can feel that emotional connection is still alive. It's fun, emotional, and at times a little frustrating, but in a good way, because you just keep rooting for them to find their way back. On number 4 we have Gulsamal. This drama takes a darker and more intense approach to love and distance. The relationship here is full of emotional walls, past trauma, and trust issues. So even when the characters are physically close, emotionally, they're very far apart. And honestly, that's what makes it so interesting. You're watching two people who clearly have feelings, but they just can't express them properly. There's a constant push and pull between them, love, anger, pain, everything mixed together. But as the story moves forward, forward, you start seeing those walls slowly break down. And that emotional distance? It actually makes their connection feel even stronger when they finally get closer. On number 3 we have Her Yerde Sen. This one is more on the fun and romantic side, but it still shows how distance can affect a relationship. The couple starts off with a strong connection, but their personalities and constant clashes create emotional gaps between them. They're often together physically, but mentally and emotionally, they're not always on the same page. And that creates those moments where you feel the distance between them. But what's beautiful is how they keep finding their way back to each other. No matter how many arguments or misunderstandings happen, their bond doesn't break. It's light, entertaining, and very relatable. A perfect mix of fun romance and emotional growth. On number 2 we have Herkai. Now this is pure emotional intensity. The distance in this story is created by betrayal, revenge, and deep emotional wounds. The couple clearly loves each other, but circumstances, and especially past secrets, keep pushing them apart again and again. And honestly, it's painful to watch at times. But that's also what makes it so powerful. Because even after everything, their love doesn't disappear. It survives through anger, heartbreak, and separation. You can feel every emotion, love, pain, confusion, and that makes the story incredibly addictive. It's messy, intense, and unforgettable. On number 1 we have Bambaska Biri. Honestly, this drama takes the top spot because of how beautifully it shows emotional distance within a relationship. The characters are connected, but there's always something hidden, something unsaid between them. It's not about being far away physically, it's about not fully knowing the person you love. And that creates a very deep and realistic kind of distance. As the story unfolds, secrets start coming out, and their relationship is constantly tested. But instead of breaking, their bond becomes even stronger. The chemistry feels natural, the emotions feel real, and the connection between them keeps evolving. This is the kind of love story that stays with you, because it shows that even with distance, confusion, and secrets, real love can still survive. So yeah, these were the Turkish dramas where distance didn't break love, it actually made it stronger. Honestly, some of these stories hit really hard, because they feel so real and relatable. Now I'm curious, which one of these couples did you connect with the most? Or is there a drama you think should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, because trust me, you don't want to miss the next one.